right, I'm out here on a breezy October afternoon, 1:05 p.m. Getting a late start on purpose, wanting to fish a falling tide. Tide's not falling yet. At the end of the rise, gonna have a little bit of a lull, and then it should start falling fairly soon, within the next couple hours. I've come onto the edge of a gigantic lake. This shoreline's kind of protected from this wind. Water is just okay. Fishable, but not the prettiest water I've ever seen in my life, that's for sure. When I was running out here, I ran across some pockets of clean water, so I should run across some of those and hopefully they have some fish in them. I'm starting this afternoon with a candy bug Zimmer swimmer on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head, hoping to run across some redfish, speckled trout, and or flounder. I'm seeing a bunch of shorebirds ahead on this shoreline. Definitely an indication of some bait around here. This shoreline does not appear to be very deep. I'm showing a foot on my depth finder. And as I mentioned, I am here at high tide, so this is about as deep as it's gonna be along here. Definitely limited on where we can fish today due to this wind. We'll probably end up in the marsh somewhere. Marsh fishing has been good, but not outstanding yet, because we really haven't had any cold weather at all. We've had some cool nights, but it's getting hot during the day, and it really hasn't totally kicked off that fall fishing yet. Water temp right here is 77 degrees. It's good. Not great, but good. Some kind of little bayou right here, a little ditch. Falling tide, that would have a lot of promise. I'm very confident we'll find some better water than this today. The marina I launched at had some spectacular water. It's perfect. This is one of those days where the fishing should get better as the day moves along, for sure. It's another really good looking cut. Oh, there we go. Oh, beautiful speckled trout, and I'm freaking missed him. Oh, that was a good trout. Right at this cut. That was a good trout. That was an outside trout that has moved inside. Heartbreak trout. Don't want to lose the first fish of the day. You see a little cut in the bank like that with that shell in the back of it. Like, to me, that is a prime flounder spot. Now, of course, I made a bad cast. I got crap on my jig. But, like, that's, I mean, believe me, you got to hit several of them to get a fish, but that's like a prime flounder looking area. Of course, you want to throw up as close to that shell as you can get. Flounders seem like they often have their nose right up on that shoreline. Here's another one right here, a bunch of rangia clamshells. See if we can get a flounder. That'd be awesome. Yeah, the flounder fishing's been really, really good in South Louisiana. The past few months, outstanding, really good. And of course, there is a moratorium currently. You cannot harvest flounder. Can't harvest them again until December 1st. All right, I've fished hard without a whole lot to show for it. Finally, though, this tide is really falling well. Got some clean water. So I've come into this deep bayou hoping that some shrimp are moving through here. You know, with the sun still kind of high, those shrimp should be on the bottom as they move out, and those trout know that. So I'm gonna throw this 3/8 ounce death grip jig head with a limbo sliced matrix shad and see if we can run across some keeper speckled trout. Oh, there we go. This feels weird. Might be a cat. Nope, it's a red. Little throwback red. Look, I sealed his mouth shut on the hook set. That's why he fought so weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, what is that? Come on, be a speckled trout. Feels like one. Feels like a trout. Yep. All right, there we go. I think he's a keeper. But I thought the last one was a keeper and I was wrong. Ow. This one I really think is a keeper. And I was really right. Every day, more and more keeper trout move into these inside marshes. Oh, there's one. There's a bite. What is that? Come on, be a oh, he came off. Shoot. I think that was a trout. I'm pretty sure it was. I had a bite, missed it, and then hooked up with that fish. But he earned his freedom. Oh, there we go. There we go. Man, that feels... Oh, shoot. That fish felt foul hooked. He felt really, really weird. Unless he was just really nice. Well, that stinks. Well, at least we got some fish in here. We know that. All right, there's another one. Feels like a good trout. Nope, just foul hooked. Not a good one, but it's a trout. Sorry, dude. Hopefully you heal. All right, there's obviously a few fish down there. Depth here is 16 feet. Very, very deep bayou. These fish are dead on the bottom. Oh, missed him. Water temp is 78 in here. If it were 10 degrees cooler, these fish would be more committed. Seeing tons of shad in here, but they're up on the surface. I got to think these fish are on the bottom hitting these shrimp that are moving through this bayou, but who knows? Could be shad down there as well. There's one. Oh, another throwback. There's some fish down there. They're just a low percentage of them are keepers. I'm getting a lot of bites. Many more bites than connections. It's been kind of a late transition this year. Fish are taking their time coming in, but you know, it's really been a warm month. Definitely above average temperatures for sure. Oh goodness, that was a hard hit. I'm getting bites every cast. Just not getting a hook in all of them because I don't think they're giants. Fish are playing with fire, obviously, and every now and then you hook one. Oh, that's a good hit. And it feels like a much better fish. Yeah, it feels like a really good fish. Might be another red. Or a cat. No, nice trout. All right, we got him. All right. There we go. About a 14, 15 incher. He came off, but he came off in the boat. This is just a classic fall situation. That's why you want to fish falling tides in the fall. When those shrimp get sucked out of the marsh, you get those situations where the trout just gang up, feasting on those white shrimp. And this pattern, of course, will get even better in November once we get some better fronts. And if you do intend to do this, grab some of these limbo slice matrix shads. It's the color that shows up best at depth. It's my deep water go-to. I'll sometimes fish other colors, but not mostly. And water this depth, 16 feet. Oh, 3/8 ounce death grip is the key. Oh, I don't think you're gonna make it, buddy. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I'm a little more optimistic, but I think you're about a quarter inch short. No offense. No offense. Story of my life. Quarter inch short. Oh, good hit. Oh my goodness gracious. How can you hit that hard and not get hooked? Freaking magician. Magician. There we go. Are you gonna make the cut? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna make the cut. All right. All right. All right, good fish. Beautiful, fat. Look how fat in the back he is. So basically, all I'm doing with this bait is, picking it up and putting it down. I'm throwing close to that shoreline where I keep seeing all those oh goodness, where I keep seeing all the shad, but the fish are out here. Just walking it down that ledge. There's a good trout. If we get him up. Oh, he's foul hooked. It is not a good trout. Sorry, little dude. Sorry about the hook in your belly. All right, doesn't seem too bad. You should be all right. I'm almost kind of vertical jigging right next to the boat. That seems to be where the fish are. Big monster gar. Oh, there we go. That's a good trout. That's a real good trout. I hope I get to see this fish. Oh, he's foul hooked. Never mind. So many foul hook fish. It means they're checking out the bait. They're hitting it, spitting it. I set the hook and get them in the body. I don't think this guy is a keeper, unfortunately. No, he's not. Oh, good hit. Now, I don't know if he's gonna make it. Doesn't feel that big. Nope. At least we hooked him in the mouth. Yeah, right in the top of the mouth. I'd love to hook them all right there. The trout migration is definitely running behind, but it's still tough for me to go do anything else when this is an option. Yeah, I knew I had a bite on that one. Look at that, I got a scale. I really like this style of fishing. I definitely wish a higher percentage were keepers, of course, but it's just a fun way to fish. I like deep jigging. You get to test your skills, test your reaction time. Here, particularly today, the way they're hitting, you know, spitting immediately. Again, that's because of these warm water temps. Type of situation where if you had live shrimp and put that on a Carolina rig, you'd have a much higher percentage of hookups. Now the problem is, of course, you got so many small fish, you'd lose a lot of shrimp. Oh goodness. That felt like full committal. I missed him. Oh, good hit. Good hit. That's a good trout. If we get to landing, he'll make the team for sure. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, goodness. Hopefully he's hooked well. All right, we got him. There we go. About a 15-incher, definitely a fish that moved in from outside. He spent the summer out in the big bays spawning, he or she. Unfortunately, this fish was hooked well. No chance of getting off. All right. Oh, there we go. He took a little cajoling. Oh, another keeper, beautiful fish. He hit it, I gave it a hard hook set. Missed him, but he came back and got it. Super important that you let your bait get to the bottom when doing this. Got to be patient between every hop and let it fall. Make sure it gets back down. That's especially true when that sun's up, like it is now, because those shrimp are going to be real low in this bayou. They're not going to be running across the top. Once the light gets lower, they'll feel safer and they'll come up. Oh, there we go. Good trout. Stay hooked up, buddy. Oh, not a trout, a freshwater cat. Look at that. Well, that's good eating. At least as good as a speckled trout, so he's gonna go home. My bait, well, I foul hooked him, look at that. And then my bait broke off. So we'll have to retie. All right, freshwater cat. Only in South Louisiana. Catch a freshwater cat, same spot you're catching keeper speckled trout, just crazy. All right, what a great trip. Started really slowly, but once that tide started ripping out, found a really good pattern that's only gonna solidify and get even better over the next few weeks. I'll be doing that a lot, believe me. You know, speckled trout are a lot of fun to catch, but they're also even more fun to eat. And I'm gonna show you something that I do a lot of times with the speckled trout that I catch, making a certain type of fish tacos. Let me show you the ingredients you need. All right, there's a few things you probably will have to go to the store to get, but believe me, it's well worth it. First up, we got cilantro, we got a jalapeno, we got black olives, a tomato, we've got some cumin, chili powder, salt and pepper, sour cream, mayo, and last but not least, some tortillas. Now, I already fried my fish. I didn't take you through that process because, I mean, everybody knows how to fry fish. You can also use seared fish if you prefer, but today I just kind of had a hankering for some fried fish. I've got those already, but let me show you how I make the topping and kind of sauce, I guess, for these fish tacos. All right, first two ingredients to go into our little mixing bowl here are gonna be mayo. I'm probably gonna put about half a cup of mayo. I'm only feeding myself today. And then you wanna put equal amount of sour cream. So if you did a cup of the mayo, you'd wanna do a full cup of the sour cream. I'm doing a half cup, so I'm gonna do another half cup of sour cream. I don't measure, just eyeball it. It's gotta be kinda close. Okay, and into that, we're gonna mix some cumin. Really, really like cumin. To me, it tastes the most like Mexican food. Gonna put about, what's that gonna be? Maybe half a teaspoon, I guess. I don't wanna do too much, I don't wanna overpower it. And then about the same amount of chili powder. All right. Some salt and pepper, just to taste, however much you want. And we're gonna mix that up. Looks about like yay. Then we're gonna cut up some of our cilantro. Get that nice and chopped, however much you want. I'm gonna use about this much because I love cilantro. And you can never have too much. Then we're gonna cut up our jalapeno. Now I use jalapenos a lot in my cooking, but I really don't like heat. So what I do is I take out the pulp and the seeds. If you like the heat, leave the pulp and the seeds in. I like the taste of jalapeno, but I really don't like the heat. I like a little bit of heat, not too much though. And after you take out the pulp and seeds, be sure and wash your hands because you don't want to touch any sensitive areas with jalapeno on your hands. Okay, I'm gonna chop about half of this jalapeno. All right, that's it for our topping. We're gonna go ahead and mix that up. Now, I make this a lot. I can tell you it's top 5 for me. It's just outstanding. Whew, man, that smells good. All right, I went ahead and cut up the tomato and black olives. We're gonna kind of use these as garnish. Now, just because they're garnish doesn't mean they're not important. The tomato kind of provides a little bit of acidity that balances kind of the sweetness of that sour cream. It really just blends well with the heat of the jalapeno. If you don't like tomatoes, obviously you can leave it off. Don't like black olives, you can leave it off, but man, why would you? Black olives are so good. All right, I toasted my tortillas in a pan. Now we're gonna go ahead and assemble these tacos. Pretty simple, just add some fish to each of the tortillas. There we go. We're gonna add some sauce to each one. It's about I guess about a tablespoon's worth. Maybe a little more. Like so. Add a tomato. And some black olives. All right, looks like lunch to me. Whew! Fresh from the marshes of South Louisiana. Right to my kitchen. Straight to my mouth. Mmm. 10 out of 10, so freaking good. Just love these. This is a great lunch. I made myself 3. The reality is I'll probably go make about 3 more, end up eating about 6 of these. That's how good they are. I love them. Try these at home, you won't be disappointed, I promise you. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. It was a blast putting it together. Look for that pattern when you go fishing. Now, it only occurs on a falling tide. Find some deep water on the edge of a big lake and catch that conveyor belt pulling all those shrimp out of the marsh. It's often literally the best fishing of the year. All right, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, or who knows where, also in my kitchen, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.